ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The Youth Olympics opening ceremony is set for tomorrow in Buenos Aires, Argentina. From there, swimmer Isaac Bastian will be the first Bahamian in competition, jumping in the pool for the prelims of the 100 breaststroke on Sunday. Fellow swimmer Victoria Russell will hit the water next week, Tuesday. Track and field that gets underway next Thursday. That's the only other discipline the Bahamas will take part in, with a 5-member team set for action. The Chess Olympiad closing out today in the Republic of Georgia. Our ladies team ending on a high note, winning 3.5 of the 4 points in their finale. Deja Johnson and Antoinette Seymour both secured a full point, while Juliet Storr salvaged half a point. They were also awarded the other point by default. As for the Open Division, Team Bahamas ending the tournament with 1 point against the Netherlands Antilles. Cecil Monker and Byron Small, they both earned a half a point apiece. The Bahamas getting set to host 2 major sporting events this month. First up is soccer, as the 2-4-2 will look to rebound from a 4-0 loss to Belize in its opener of the CONCACAF Nations Cup. In their second match, Team Bahamas will take on Antigua and Barbuda at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium on October 12. Named to that squad: Christopher Gadet, Christopher Ramming, Denzel DeVoe, Isaiah Coley, Jalen Williams, Julio Jemison, Leslie St. Fleur, Mario Johnson, Neslie Jean, Raymond Stirrup, Ricardo McPhee, Sonny Francois, Ian Lowe, Terry Delancey, Trey Barry, Troy Pinder, Valen Bodie, and Rajon Ene. Head coach is Dion Gadet.
This is our second match in the Nations League series of 4. And the guys are basically giving their 200%, I think. We're home, so let's start off with the expectation is to give the fans, first of all, a very entertaining match, and we would like to get a win. I mean, it's going to be a tough requirement because Antigua is a squad that is higher ranked in CONCACAF and in the FIFA ranking than us. They have some international exposure that we're a rebuilding team, so we are excited about the opportunity, and we're certainly going to welcome them here in an appropriate way, and hopefully we'll send them back with tears in their eyes.
As for the other big sporting event headed to the Bahamas later this month, we swing it over to Amajal Knowles.
The IJF Junior World Judo Championships less than 2 weeks out, our local judokas making the final preparations to make their names known on the big stage, with the event being held on local soil. Mom's national team judo coach D.R.C. Ramming Jr. talks about the significance of the event being held here.
What happened was North Korea was supposed to hold this event, and then in October, everybody remembers the back and forth between him and Mr. Trump, and that kind of the world was kind of like, no, we can't risk it. So it basically went the people at the Commonwealth Games. Some of the top brass at the IJF were there, and they saw how well we not only performed but held the event and ran the event. And you know what? They said, let's see what the Bahamas could do. The Bahamas is significant for many reasons. One, this is the smallest country that has ever hosted it, and 2, this is also the first predominantly black nation to have hosted this kind of tournament.
As for the intensity in the last few days of training,
they're still going at it, and they're going at it hard. And right now we're just putting like the sprinkles on like the cake. We've done the icing, we've done the bacon, and it's just the final little details that make it really nice. So that's what we're working on.
Well, that was the coach. As far as the athletes themselves, they said the hard work is necessary to attain the ultimate prize. Andrew Munnings and Jasmine Russell explained.
It's been going good. It's been tough to keep coming to the practices. You can't only do without the practice, you have to do things outside of practice to improve as well. But overall, I think I'm confident that not only me, but the team will do well, surely, and I'm ready.
It was a very hard training. We had to train every day, every hour, and we've been training for a very long time. I expect myself to get a gold medal in my division and be the top junior in my division.
The championships will be held at the Imperial Ballroom at the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort. Tickets are $20. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Amajal Knowles.
The NBA preseason continuing last night. The Sacramento Kings losing a close one to the Los Angeles Lakers, 128-123. Buddy Hield in the starting lineup, finishing up 5 of 11 from the field and 4 of 8 from behind the three-point arc. He had 16 points and 2 rebounds in just under 20 minutes on court. Buddy and the Kings back on the floor again tonight in Seattle against the Golden State Warriors. The Ole Miss women's college basketball team will open up the 2018-2019 season with an exhibition game on November 2nd. During Media Day, Coach Yolette McPhee-McQuinn, she told us what kind of team she'll have on the court this year.
I'm not a Showtime coach, but I do allow my players to play free within assignments. I think that that's just my experience from coaching international ball and having to coach that level of talent where you just really can't limit them. You have to allow them to play their game, but you have to have the talent as well. So right now, the challenge for me is focusing on, okay, structure for the ones that may not be that high-level talent so that they can be successful, along with balancing the ones that are super talented and allowing them to play free within their assignments.
Spoke about which players she expects to step up big and have a good season, as she'll be relying on them heavily, and those are the transfers.
Crystal Allen from Texas Arlington. She's just an ultimate competitor. She has been doing great. Just really taking on a leadership role because the returners were kind of young, except for Drake was out, and then Mimi is super young, and then Tori has been out. So Crystal has been phenomenal for us, and Shannon Dozier is another JUCO product that has come in and you can tell has played the game before, understands, what it takes, passed her conditioning test the first time out. Just a competitor.
On to some track and field news now. Incumbent President Rose Carey launched her campaign earlier in the week ahead of the B3A's election scheduled for next month. She said in addition to the new constitution that was implemented during her first term in office, the adoption of new policies are also needed.
Within the first 90 days in office, Team Bonafide Innovators will establish a policies committee, conduct town halls with members for open forum to discuss these policies, introduce a policies document for the fair and transparent governance of the Federation, implement a public relations campaign to inform all stakeholders via print and electronic mediums.
If re-elected, Carey says it's the plan of her team, the Bonafide Innovators, to continue their internal and external partnerships with the public and private sectors, which in the past has been key for their success.
We intend to undertake activities to address our regional associations, our affiliates, which are our Coaches Association, our Parent Association, our Athletes Association, and of course, BACO. Our sports program, we will leverage those resources of the Bahamas Olympic Committee and local school athletic program to achieve greater synergy with our overarching goals. Our national partners.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.